Welcome back, everyone. This is Thomas Triple T Time with another new bullish crypto analysis. Before we dig in and take a look at Bitcoin's daily chart, remember this is for edutainment only and not to be considered as financial advice. Additionally, when you feel value has been added, feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, hit subscribe if you're not already, and share your thoughts in the comment section or on Twitter. Let's take a look at some news item that may impact Bitcoin. Bitcoin ended Q1 with a near perfect correlation with the S&P 500 at 0.9 correlation. A 1.0 correlation is perfect correlation. That means they move together. 0.9 is extremely correlated. I mentioned this in the market update earlier today. Second news item is that Bitcoin nears full supply with the 19 million coins milestone. So 21 is the max, and people estimate about 20% of the 19 million coins already out there are lost, or people forgot their key phrases or secrets. So, yay, Bitcoin. All right, let's dive into take a look at some charts. We need the mouse highlighter on here. This is the current heat map for the crypto market. Again, I showed this earlier today, but it's still very green, but we have more reds now, but still pretty green. Bitcoin 46.3 or 0.4, dominance is 41.16, Ethereum 3.5, that's up 4.57, and dominance is over 19 at 19.4. And ADA is almost back at 118 at 1.17. And AVAX continued to rise. Luna continued to be positive. Overall, really good day for the crypto market. And let's dive into the trading view. Bitcoin. I don't want that side column. Here we go. Make it bigger for you. Here's the trading view daily time frame. Let's go over it. Here's where Bitcoin is right now, and it's 46.35 K, and it's just above this green support line here at 46K. Yesterday, for this candle here, it dropped below the 44.5K just for like a small time frame, and then bounce right back up over, and then drop back down again. So right now it's just above support at 46K here. What's interesting about this move is that it's ranging, but it's a third candle, and so we have two bearish candles, and this is it turns around and it became bullish. If you notice, I drew another ascending triangle here. The top here's the top resistance, and here's the bottom ascending triangle support. So if we trace a line from these candles here up, it's putting in higher lows, and that last wick down to just around 44.5K, it literally touched this support, ascending triangle support. I find that interesting. This support intersect with the 44.5K, and Bitcoin drop right there. I don't know, coincidence maybe? Anyways, as far as the Bollinger Band, by the way, the colors and the lines have been bolded and also increased in contrast. A lot of you like that in the Ethereum chart, so I transfer all those changes over to Bitcoin, and we'll probably do for the rest as well. So so it reversed the 2-day slide, so that's cool, and it bounced up from this support here on the ascending triangle, bounced up from this support at the 44.5K, and the Bollinger Band is it's going back up towards the top of the Bollinger Band here. Here's the top. And the top of the Bollinger Band is roughly around 48.8K. So it's got some distance away. And the bottom of the Bollinger Band is at 37.5K. And the middle basis line, this blue line here, is at 43.2K. So it has some wiggle room. It's hanging more towards the top of the Bollinger Band. And with this move back up, it's now, instead of being in the middle of the bull market support band, this gray ribbon here is now back up above it again. So it's critical for it to remain bullish. It's got to stay above that bull market support band. Additionally, here's the 200-day moving average, this red line here, and it's still below that. So if it stays above the bull market support band, that's bullish, and it's even more bullish if it can break above the 200-day moving average. So it's getting there, but not quite there yet. Let's go down and take a look at the indicators. Oh yeah, before we do, volume, the current volume right here is just below the moving average. The last 2 days has been right around the moving average, if not just a tad above, but currently it's slightly below. Before I move on to the indicators, there was one pattern that I wanted to point out. I thought I found interesting. The divergence between, it's called the bearish divergence. It's the divergence between this peak here on the price line from here to here. You just notice how it slopes up sharply. But down below in the KDJ, it's slow from this peak right here, matched to here, and this peak to here. While the price went up on that slope, on the KDJ it went down. So literally KDJ predicted this downward move here because this is a bearish divergence. When price moves up and then put in higher highs, while the indicator puts in lower highs, it's a bearish divergence. So price fell down. So that, I thought that was pretty cool. Currently, the white J line of the KDJ continues to trend down right here. Here's the white line trending down below the blue K and the red D lines. And it's trended down sharply, and then it's kind of flattening out a little bit. I went from 72 to 60, and I gave that a bear. And it's just dropping below the 80 mark, which marks the top of the marks the beginning of the top range. So it's below that, more towards the middle of the range now. On the this God, I keep making these errors with this bug from TradingView. Let's get the right MACD in here. There we go. The white MACD line rounded the local top, as you can see right there, and it started to trend down from 1,736 to 1,673, and it's heading towards the red signal line here. And you can see that it's putting in the 17th consecutive bullish histogram bar, but it's diminishing in height, and the color is getting darker, meaning that as soon as this white line drops below the red signal line, this will turn bearish. So that's why I said it's bullish right now with the histogram bars, but it's trending bearish. The red RSI line right here, it slid some more, and then it flipped up slightly from 68.47 to 61.83 right there. So I gave that a bear. I gave that a bear here. Actually, it moved up since I did this chart. It's spiked back up here. But anyways, I gave it a bear, but it's more like a crab, because if you look at it here, it's kind of like crabbing sideways right around here, this region here. The aqua CVD line rounded the peak. Here's the, and then it went down from 1.824 million to 1.822 million. But as you notice, since I did the chart, it changed slightly here. I gave that a bear also, but it's more like a crab too. The white mom indicator, the white here, it's dropping, continues to drop from 5,866 to 4,885, at least when I did prepare the chart. I gave that a bear also. But you can see that, like, even just within like 30 minutes to an hour of me doing this chart, it's already changing. So more than likely it's gonna chop. And that's exactly why I gave it 3 crabs, because I think it's gonna, in my opinion, it's gonna chop. It's gonna chop, and my summary is right here. BTC is likely to chop around 46K, which is where this green dashed line is, and has a stronger possibility of wick up, going up towards this direction, following the ascending triangle here. And it still has a small possibility of wicking down towards the resistance at 44.5K too. So I think it's gonna chop right in that range. And we'll take a look at max pain in a minute here. So that's my overall assessment on this chart. It's gonna chop. It's gonna be choppy. But this key resistance here at 46K will be very important. If it breaks down below, more than likely it will head down again. But if it stays up above, it will just go choppy sideways. And it could wick all the way up to here, this region back here. So let's take a look at some more charts. Here we have the heat map. We have sell walls. This is where it's at right now, or at least when I did the screenshot. Sell walls up here at 50K and 48.5K. Down below, really not much down here in this region. This slight demand right here at around 42, 43K, but it's very light. But the major ones are 35K here, 32K, 30K, 25K. And you notice some of these back here, they disappeared. This one was around 33.5, and they disappeared. So those are the sell walls and buy walls for you to keep in mind. If price drops significantly fast right here, it'll wick pretty fast. I don't see that happening though, but you never know in crypto. Markets can be easily manipulated. On the liquidation levels, Bitcoin has more short overage here for the cumulative liquidation levels, delta. It's been long for days and then finally went short. This is currently negative 4.2 billion on Binance alone. The negative just means it's short. When it's positive, it doesn't have the negative sign. And so these are the longs here. These are the shorts here. So you can see an increase in the short levels. There are short liquidation 82 levels to long liquidation of 23. But the money in these short levels, subtracted from the money in the long levels, it gives you this. So good potential for upward move to liquidate the shorts here. That's why I said there's more likely chance of it moving up. But it can still go choppy both ways and liquidate some of these. But high propensity to go upward in this region. 48K is right around here. So if retest to the 50-day moving average, it'll clear out these levels. And let's look at max pain. April the 2nd is 45. April the 3rd is 45. April 8th, 45. So it's staying in roughly mid-40s here. April 15th, 46. And that's it. So, yeah, it's expect Bitcoin to stay roughly around mid-40s, around 46. Choppy up, wiping out some short, high leverage shorts. And then it could wick down just to, towards 44.5K. Higher probability to go up than it is to go down, but it can do both. I appreciate your time. I have one more video for today, and feel free to smash the like, ring my bell, and hit subscribe if you haven't, and feel free to share your thoughts. Peace.